may need to think about not shooting right now.
Yeah, he put himself in great position to finish that break off, guys.
Yep, right to the rack.
Well, Steve, right from the start last season, some upheaval for the New York Knicks with the front office shaking.
Yeah, surprising move when you consider that the team was coming off a 54-win season in 2013 and the team's first second-round appearance in over a decade.
Now here's Paul, following the miss by Carmelo Anthony. Here's Griffin. The feed now to Crawford. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Three-pointer. And Carmelo Anthony hits from deep. Anthony's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
And for the Knicks coaching staff last season, you think about it, guys, it had to be tough. The GM who hired you no longer with the organization, and ownership basically saying championship or bust. A lot of different pressure coming from different sources in the Knicks situation. You know, he'll make you scratch your head and throw your hands up as a defender. I mean, you just don't know how to play him.
And with a new front office again this season, the Zen Master, Phil Jackson at the helm, new coaching staff. We'll see if the Knicks can create a stable foundation moving forward. He's just disappeared in this quarter, guys, and they're going to have him produce if they're going to cut into this lead.
Scooped up. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. AC dishes to Carmelo. The Clippers grab the miss. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
Well, they probably should have abandoned the three-point shot in that game because their percentage was terrible. You know, but they kept firing away from long range.
Yeah, I agree with you, Steve. I thought that was one of the things that doomed them. I mean, you can't stick.
The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Los Angeles on top. They lead by 11. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this.
Oh, get it! Oh, watch out now. Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend. Take it to the hoop.
And how, Clark. Brilliant throwdown.
Yeah, just exerting his authority out there.
Paul with the bucket. Knicks trail by 11. Hardaway kicks to Stoudemire. Makes it off the glass. Stoudemire's got his first basket.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
DeAndre Jordan alongside Blake Griffin, maybe the best game dunker in the league. He has the ability to make spectacular plays every time he gets near the rim.
And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, interestingly, guys, Blake Griffin is not one to retaliate for the hard fouls he takes, and some have taken that for a sign of weakness. Coach Doc Rivers said, "That's soft label, I don't get it. Guys come in and get their tails kicked. He's more physical than they thought, and they take it personal. What they don't realize is he's not that guy. He's not what they think he is." Kevin?
He doesn't back down, Doris, but he keeps his composure. Thank you. So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. And for DeAndre Jordan, Clark, between his length and his leaping ability, you almost feel like he should be playing in an 11-foot, 12-foot rim.
I tell you, when I've watched him play, there are times when it seems as though he's overwhelmed by 10-foot task. It really does look that way.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Clippers leading by 9. Here's Hawes. And Stoudemire pulls it down. Hardaway against Davis. Smith the pass to Stoudemire. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam. Well, as far as the defense goes, Clark, that is not what's going to keep them in this lead.
Yeah, but from the other perspective, you can see just how much that dunk pumped those players up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I agree, guys. I sense a little bit of a momentum shift here.
Hardaway, no good. The Clippers have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Barnes dishes to Douglas Roberts. There's the pass to Hawes. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
And here we can check out the story on Jordan Farmar. Last season's performance for him. Last year averaged 10 points per game, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds. For him, it's all about getting better with each time he takes the floor.
And I think he has to grow and not getting frustrated and stay focused on his goals and his role and really be committed to expanding his game. Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
And Prigioni kicks to Hardaway. Prigioni passes to Smith. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Yeah, that's textbook basketball. Just having their way down low.
Carmelo Anthony is checked in for Stoudemire.
The Clippers started out as a good team last year, but they never seemed to be content with what they had. They added vet after vet as the season progressed and really made some nice additions.
12 seconds of the shot.
On defense, New York. Trailing by 4. Farmar with the bucket.
The defenders need to talk to each other. The communication lacking there on that three-pointer.
Hardaway again. It's Douglas Roberts. Hardaway dishes to Anthony. The jump hook. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
Oh, they're now +5 in the rebound category, really controlling the glass.
And rebounding is one of those non-glamour stats. I mean, it takes work and effort and tenacity and physicality. But when you look at the scoreboard, you can see the correlation.
Barnes again. Hardaway. Charity stripe shot. Farmar with the bucket. And it's a 9-point Los Angeles lead. Here's Hardaway. Up and in on the layup. There's 1:26 left in the first half. Farmar kicks to Hawes. Knocked away. And pushing it up. Here's New York. That's good. And now just a 5-point Clipper lead.
Seems like they're on their heels every time defensively because the ball continues to go into the post.
Well, if they don't pick up the aggression, things are only going to get worse.
Here's Farmar. The stupendous finish in traffic. Farmar's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Good defense, but you gotta love the finish with the finger roll over the top.
Here's the dish to Prigioni. Outside Hardaway. Lock at 6. No good on the 3.
Not sure if they're aware of the 2-for-1 opportunity they have.
Well, they need to be.
Davis sets a screen. He used that pick to get in close. Farmar's got 9 points now in the quarter.
I really like the fact that he's getting the touches he needs here after not scoring a single point in that first quarter.
It's Anthony with the drive. Hardaway again. It's Douglas Roberts. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
Well, this is how you completely rattle an opponent's rhythm.
Yeah, you know, such terrific on-the-ball defense to trigger the transition opportunity.
And it wasn't just the tough D, it was the
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters.
Looking at the game for Farmar, he has 9 points, and he's added a steal to his stat line also.
Well, that's obviously not a big number, but he's been doing some valuable defensive work for him.
Heading underway in the second half, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. Blake Griffin down low and DeAndre Jordan. CP3 at point with Redick there at the backcourt. And it's Crawford at the 3, the small forward.
Well, the Argentinian Pablo Prigioni, now 37 years of age, but I really like the way he competes defensively. Also a very good rebounder for a point guard.
Paul kicks to Crawford. Launches a 3. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris.
Well, Kevin, Derek Fisher, fresh off his final season as a player, takes over as head coach of the New York Knicks. He'd always envisioned taking a break after his retirement, spending time with his family. But the opportunity with the Knicks was far too good to pass up. Now he takes the reins of one of the league's marquee franchises. We're anxious to watch him work, Kevin.
Certainly a wealth of experience and leadership from his decades as a player. Thanks, Doris. And Prigioni, Clark, very selective with his shot, but he's got deep range.
Yes, he does. And, Kevin, I think he could be even more aggressive looking. He's got to be a little more shot hungry. I mean, he's over 40% from long range last season.
Paul's shot is off. Knicks trail by 9. And J.R. Smith with the slam.
Really hard to decide, guys, which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Clark, there's no wrong answer to that one, my friend. Sensational alley-oop all the way around.
Agreed. All of the above.
He only passes to Anthony. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Well, Carmelo Anthony's free agent decision subject to much speculation and hand-wringing in New York over the last season. But in the end, he decided to remain with the Knicks, much to the relief of the hometown faithful.
And for Melo, the decision to return to New York made more challenging by their struggles last season.
Yeah, you know, Melo is comfortable, I think, playing in the bright lights in the big city where he grew up until age 8. I don't think he shies away from it. Actually, he handles it quite well, in my opinion. It's not easy to play in New York. But the Knicks had to convince him that they could win going forward in order for him to return.
And both free throws good from Paul.
Well, when you talk about vocal leaders among NBA players, you have to put Chris Paul right at the top of the list. Always talking and coach on the floor, but also makes his teammates better.
Shumpert is checked in for the Knicks. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. And good on the basket. Book it.
Of all the guys you want to leave open out on the perimeter, he is the absolute last guy on the list. Attention to detail. Know your personnel.
Here's Paul. Now here's Anthony. Covered by Redick. For 3. And it's Anthony again missing.
And you know, Chris Paul is what looks to be a natural leader. You take a look at him being elected president of the NBA's Players Union. I think that indicates the respect he has on both sides of the aisle, with his peers, but also with those in management as well. Highly respected, not only because of his performance, but because of his character as well.
Los Angeles calls timeout. And Chris Paul not shy about voicing his opinion, Steve, when it comes to Clippers' decisions in the front office.
No, but that's healthy, you know, particularly with his relationship with Doc Rivers. So, you know, Paul was instrumental in acquiring Barnes and Jamal Crawford. And, you know, look, when you have a star player, you should go to him for advice occasionally.